Welcome back to Fast Track. I'm Joey Beard.
And I'm Kate McQueen. In this segment of Fast Track, we have your political update and along with your national weather forecast.
But first, let's take a look at what Purdue's liberal arts students have planned for this month.
October is Liberal Arts Month, a time for students of all majors in liberal arts to connect directly with professionals. Reporter Sarah Wortman spoke with the Dean of Liberal Arts about the upcoming events and how students can benefit by attending.
Are you a communication, political science, or philosophy major? Are you looking to connect with professionals or in deciding whether to attend grad school? October is Liberal Arts Month, where a variety of panels, events, and fairs are offered to students. I caught up with the Dean of Liberal Arts, Dean Weiser, on the upcoming events and how they can benefit students.
Range of activities that constantly go on in the college, at a university that's noted primarily for STEM. I think it's important that the second largest college at the university draws some attention to itself at least once a year in a very big way, so that people are aware of the kinds of things that we do month in and month out throughout the year.
Although it may seem the events are only geared towards certain majors, Dean Weiser emphasized how it appeals to everyone in liberal arts.
Really something that we want to emphasize to students and to members of the community and other faculty members who want to attend our events, that experienced liberal arts really shows the kinds of synergies and interactions that are going on across the liberal arts.
One event appealing to all liberal arts students was the graduate fair hosted by the Liberal Arts Career Development, where several colleges from health and science, business, and even law schools were present. This gave students a chance to interact with schools directly and learn which school was the right fit for them. I spoke with Jim Branner, Director of Admissions at Krannert School of Management, and how a management degree suits all liberal arts majors.
It is a 2-year full-time program, and it goes in great with the liberal arts degree, because for one thing, it is a program in which you do not have to have work experience. You can go directly from your undergrad into this program. It fits in nicely with all degrees, so whether you're communications, whether you're English, whether you're Spanish, whether you have any type of liberal arts background, it is a degree you can go immediately into.
This is Sarah Wortman with Fast Track News.
Now let's head over to Kara Oko to hear more about some tension at military funerals. Here's this week's political update.
A small Kansas church that has gained nationwide attention for protesting loudly at funerals of U.S. service members will receive a Supreme Court hearing over free speech rights. On Monday, the justices accepted an appeal from the father of a U.S. Marine killed in Iraq. The appeal is to help members of the Westboro Baptist Church from demonstrating near memorial services and burials. The Marine's family won a $5 million judgment from the protesters, which lower courts overturned. The church said it believes God is punishing the United States for the sin of homosexuality. Through events such as soldiers' deaths, members of the church have traveled the country shouting at grieving family members' funerals and displaying controversial signs. The issue at hand is between balancing the privacy rights of the grieving families and the free speech rights of the demonstrators. CNN wastes little time in dismissing anchor Rick Sanchez after his bizarre outburst. The CNN correspondent called out Comedy Central host Jon Stewart a bigot for mocking him on the show. Clearly, those comments did not sit well with the network, which is why he was fired early Friday evening. CNN released a statement saying, "Rick Sanchez is no longer with the company. We thank him for his years of service and we wish him well." Sanchez has yet to address the controversy. That's all we have for you on this week's political update. I'm Kara Oko.
October has arrived, and with it comes changing weather. Eric Larson is here to explain what October has in store in your national forecast.
We left you last week talking about averages for October, but this week we actually want to explain what we actually expect for this October. We're going to start off with looking at moon phases right now. We started the month on the last quarter, but as we get to the middle of the month, the 14th, we're back to a first quarter, full moon by the 23rd, before we return to a last quarter by the end of the month, giving us 5 phases for the month of October. Now, taking a look at temperature outlook for this month, we actually see this is a map showing probability that we will actually be above average for the month of October. And as you can see in our area, this whole region is above 60% probability, which means we will probably have a pretty warm October, which also what we call an Indian summer. And what that'll actually mean though is there's that Indian summer, but for all you allergy sufferers, you could be in trouble. We did have that first freeze already, but as temperatures get warm, we will still see allergy problems for some people. Now, precipitation, again, this is another probability map if we will actually be above or below precipitation. This is actually showing we're going to be quite a bit below for the month of October. Again, we're in that 60% range, and that's actually bad for us. This is a map of drought areas in the Indiana region. Southern Indiana, they're in the severe drought category right now, but as you move up towards our area, we're starting to get into that exceptionally dry region as well. So again, those dry conditions will actually persist through the month, and the fire bans, which are still in effect for Tippecanoe County, will persist through much of October. So taking a look at the outlook of October in general, those bans continue throughout the this month, and warm temperatures are going to continue to go. Allergy sufferers, again, beware. Things could get bad over the next few weeks as we start to see in some of the tree pollen, allergies, any grass, anything like that will really take effect. But lastly, we just want to make sure everybody enjoys the 5 Fridays and 5 Saturdays that we have for the month of October. I'm Eric Larson with your Fast Track Weather.
Purdue students have something new to entertain them on YouTube, a comedy show created by Purdue students for Purdue students.
There's some new entertainment for students to YouTube. It's called the Almost Weekly Show. Creator Bitsy Madtall describes how she started the show last year.
Well, the Almost Weekly Show was actually developed in class last semester, and Scott Schroeder, one of my instructors, told me that if I wanted to continue this project, that I could go ahead and do so. And
following in the footsteps of Jon Stewart's Daily Show and The Colbert Report, the Almost Weekly Show deals with local and national issues with a comic twist. The students and others in the community that help out with this show do it all in their free time. I interviewed Joey Beard to find out why he enjoyed doing the show.
I just like hanging out with them and making fun of pretty much anything I want to. And it's really fun to make fake news and also real news at the same time.
I also interviewed Tony Manzo to find out how he became part of this production.
Well, I was in class with Bitsy last semester, and she did it for a class project. And she just had interest in it and kept going and asked me to be a part of it, so I just joined her in her mission.
Bugs have appeared in a fraternity, not that I'm surprised, and also in married student housing. And just for the record, no bed bugs have been found on the Purdue campus, which proves yet again that Purdue is better than IU.
I would like to tell the Purdue students, Purdue faculty, to watch the show. Give it a shot, you know, see if you like it. If you don't like it, watch another episode. Maybe it'll come around to you. Maybe you will totally hate it still. But yeah, give it a chance and see if you find it entertaining. If you do, post it to your Facebook wall. Post it to your friends' Facebook walls.
It's hot working for a strong, dominant female boss.
And the jokes keep on rolling, so be sure to check out the Almost Weekly Show on YouTube. The show is up almost every Friday. For Fast Track News, I'm Caitlin Schultz.
Stay tuned because when we return, we have your sports roundup as well as your local weather.
We also have a preview for Purdue's football game against Northwestern. We'll be right back.
The Elliott Hall of Music is home to many musical ensembles, one of which happens to be the Purdue All-American Marching Band. Originating in 1886, this once 5-piece military band has grown to involve more than 350 members. At every home football game, the band entertains the crowd with a new, exciting show, but the band does not only entertain football fans. They have traveled across the world to places like South America, Europe, and China. For more information about the band and how you can get involved, visit purdue.edu/bands.